This is surprisingly one of the hardest things we've made. Had some of the sun tea in the fridge still, so kind of like our coffee this morning is some sun tea. Isn't that right, Loof? Whoa, that was sweet. Sometimes birds fly by like a missile. Oh wow, it just landed right there. Was that a dove? That's a dove sound. There's a lot of bird activity going on. These birds are kind of having some sort of spat, it seems like. Okay, so jumping into some graphic design. Our main issue with this design yesterday was that the bones broke off because they were like a little too thin. So both by changing the bit we're using, but also more importantly scaling these up, we decided that that would probably give us our best chance at success. And then to make the outline for it, I had to thin that out, then import it into easel, set the depth to cut it out, and export the G-code. Dang, I was working on this on the dog tag a bit, and this thing brewed up. We might need to drink a little more tea. Might be a little tea time break. I'm thinking for the dog tag though, I have this, I think it's red oak? Even though it doesn't look that red, that side looks a little more red. Whatever, it's some type of oak. I have this some type of oak hardwood flooring that I'm thinking might be good for the dog tag if I just cut a little chunk off, sand it down on one side, then use a CNC to mill it down maybe a little thinner, and then cut the shape out, which we've now enlarged the bone corners so they should be less breakable. That might just be a good place to experiment and see where we go from. Isn't it crazy how nice a wood this is? Hiding right under this. Crap, utter crap, throw it away. Beautiful, treasure it. And then we should mill this down with the CNC so we don't need to sand this side. It'll just cut it all away. And we'll glue this side down and we'll get to it. First we need to cut off the excess. I just kept that on because it's easier to sand without a hard edge there, you know, so let's give it a good extra bit. There we have it. Our template, or our stock. We got our piece of wood right here to connect it so we don't need to do the tabs that we did yesterday. We're going to do the painter's tape on the back, and then painter's tape on the board and super glue on the spoil board here. We'll put painter's tape also. There you go. And then this is a little curved, but I think it should work pretty well still. Let's see if we can get a little liquid out this still. Now we might need to use our patented, yep. Where is it? Right here. Sometimes we'll use a little screw with a point and just poke a hole. Ooh. And that's our new squeeze point for the glue. Some good drops. Spread it around a little. Line this tape up with this tape. And hold it down. And then we're just going to mill out actually like a whole rectangle area just to get this thinner, and then we're going to cut out the whole shape from there. So we're going to keep this larger bit on for this and then go to a smaller bit so it doesn't actually cut as much of the bone area away. Hopefully then between a better wood type, because this doesn't have all those plies, it's solid oak, and then also the design and the bit, hopefully we should be doing better. So yeah, we're going to get that going. Okay, so that was taking way too long because I had it set up very wrong. Where are my wrenches? Hold up, where are our wrenches? The problem with this one is it's a ball end bit, which isn't necessarily what you want to mill with. You do want a flat one, but it's like twice the diameter of this one. Where this one's 1.875 millimeters, this one's an eighth, so I believe that's 3.75. So we can push it further. We just know its strength a little more, so we can also cut deeper and quicker. So I normally wouldn't really care about that too much, right? I'm not trying to rush the job, but for those that know, obviously, I am off-grid on solar power, so I don't want to have it running for like 30 minutes when it could be a 3-minute job, like literally, you know? Okay, we got this new tiny 1 millimeter bit, just terrifyingly small. I'm already afraid to break it because I feel like that rounded bit didn't fully clear that out. We might break this bit, but let's hope we don't. I think everything should be set properly. Again, I'm a little scared after this much preparation for this piece. We didn't want to reset the XY, we did want to reset the Z, we raised it. Alright, we're gonna go for it. No! So that was my exact fear. Maybe I should have reset the XY. Maybe I should have just cleared this whole space. Like, I should have just cleared this whole space again with the 1/8 millimeter. Or the 1/8. Ah, yeah. That should be a much larger work area so we don't break the drill bit with this next go. No! Why? I don't even... It was going so smooth. And then, right there, the bit just, for apparently no reason, just a funny little corner. Just a tight little corner right there. I don't even know what to do. A little disheartened. Might need to take a break. Might need to just take a walk or something. Just because we've spent so much solar power on nothing. The design looks kind of cool though. Yeah, I guess we're going to recenter a little bit and just figure out what we're doing from here. It's still early. It's only 3:30. Just spiritually lost. Wait, there's some hope. I just took out the tiniest little bit, and then when I wanted to pull this out, look. Maybe it broke because it hit the MDF. Oh my lord, I think it cut out. Yes! Okay, we just need to gently... Okay, I don't know how we're getting this off without breaking it, but we need to at least film that this worked. We did it on some level. We actually did it. The stories of my downfall were greatly exaggerated. We lightweighted it. Well, that's a quick 180 in emotional feelings. We did it. We did it. I assume the bit must have just hit some of this MDF and that's where it broke because it's a little harder, I guess. Okay, learning lesson there. Also, I hate the tiny bits. I'd almost rather just get a stronger, because our laser doesn't do, some lasers cut, some more just engrave. Ours can cut a little, but it's more of an engraver. I might use it for fine stuff like this for cutting, even if it takes longer, because you can see the amount of time and energy we just spent breaking all those bits. You could also get better, smaller bits and just learn how to use them better. Put softer stuff underneath it, probably. Okay, so the laser can't reach low enough, so we're just going to have to raise this on up. Pry this on up, and hope we can line it on up. I feel like getting like a butter knife might be the move. So wish us luck. Oh. Yes! Woo! It worked. It worked. Haha! That's actually pretty sweet. I've got the outline file, and we can just cut or burn an outline image and then put this onto the outline. Raise this up, drop it back down, put it on the outline. That should be pretty wonderful. Let's turn this on and try that. Okay, I probably should have glued this wood down a bit so it's not just able to be hit, but that should be perfect for us to just place it in and do the burn. It's looking pretty good to me on all the sides. So let's just go for it at this point, right? Worst case, we can sand it down. Here it is. Yes! That's so freaking dope. Alright, I'm super happy with that. We're just going to flip it over and put the information on the back. Okay, so it's definitely not perfect, but I kind of like the imperfections. Like that border's supposed to go around evenly, but the way it is, it almost looks like shading, and I kind of like that. And the other side is pretty dang cool, pretty legible. And considering it literally started as a piece of scrap wood looking like this, old flooring, oak flooring, I think pretty solid glow up, honestly. I'm really happy with it. Maybe mostly because how hard it was to get here. Dude, this is pretty sweet. Honestly, too, I was thinking after making this, how cool would it be to make one-piece coasters in this shape? Might have to do that. Bigger size full-on coasters with a... I could just scale this up, actually. Yeah, why not, right? Also, interestingly, someone drove by while we were working on that. I was in the middle of checking the CNC, so by the time I looked out the door, they were already driving by, but it's been weeks and weeks, so I guess we'll see when they drive by. In a turn of events, our neighbor's truck died, so he's kind of had to leave it up here. Our neighbor came down with a friend. A friend drove in his truck, so then they were trying to bring his truck out, and then I guess it died on the way up the hill right past our house, so we had to park it. They're going to be doing some, I think, road work. I don't know if on this road or on their property down the road a little bit, but yeah, should be seeing them tomorrow at some point, so that's pretty cool. Friendship. That was some bobcat poop Luffy was just sniffing. They always poop like right on the road. It's so funny. I don't know why. And oftentimes have manzanita berries, so they be eating those things. Quite interesting. What's actually kind of scary is not even here, but closer to our house, like right by the log where we lay down on. Actually, I want to say it was about a year ago. I haven't seen it in a while, but we definitely saw a mountain lion poop. Just looks like bobcat. It just looks like cat poop, but like dog size lightweight. Like it's just like, okay. So they definitely are around here. One of my neighbors saw them on like a trail cam by his house. So I know they out here, but they keep to themselves. They're pretty chill animals. Oh, bless you. The fog's been fighting a bit of a hazy stalemate with the sun all day. Neither one given an inch, but also unable to defeat the opponent. At this point, all I need to do is find the collar that I haven't used on Luffy in a while, but I do have one, and drill a hole in this and find a way to affix it to that. Okay, so I found Luffy's collar, some key rings. I can probably consolidate some of these guys over, and a solid drill bit. So I think we're gonna be able to combine this into one functional dog tag right now. That goes on there. This goes on here. And we got a dog collar. I think that works pretty good, actually. It might sit on it not fully straight. We might need to figure that out, but I don't know. It's functional. If Luffy gets lost, he'll have something on him. That's it. That's it. That's Luffy spoken for. Looks pretty good. Handsome little pirate boy.